In this video, I want to show you my favorite way to study a word that's not the Bible word study guide. And so, of course, when you're doing some word study, you can right click on a word, make sure you have the lemma, which has to me, it always looks like a steering wheel column, but it's the lemma ring right there. You can have that clicked on and go to Bible word study. And then you get this Bible word study guide that is populated that is going to have a ton of information. So I would say that's probably the most, when someone thinks of how do I do Bible word study in Logos, this is it. But there's actually something else that I use all the time that you get, I think, a different perspective on the word, and it's just very helpful. So when you're going to do the same thing, you're going to right click on the word and you're going to make sure you're on the lemma. So it's got the circle there, and I am right clicking on the word wealth, which it's the story of the prodigal son when the younger son demands the father's money, his inheritance. And so it says the father divided his wealth between them. Instead of clicking on the Bible word study right there, I go one above to the fact book, and I do this all the time. I love it. The fact book is going to do a word. It's going to have the entry for the word in the fact book, whatever you're studying, whether it's the Hebrew or the Greek. And look at what you get in the fact book, because it is so much information. It's, I think, a little bit different way to view the information than what's in the Bible Word Study Guide, and you get different information. So you get to view it differently, but you also get different information as opposed to the Word Study Guide. So up here at the top, you're always going to have a key article. And what I love about this is it's not just like the definition, but you actually get how it's used. So here it's a noun usage, and right down here, Luke 15:12, we have that word, but look at the definition. This is from the Lexham Research Lexicon of the Greek New Testament. It's under the connection of livelihood. And so already, think of doing this for a sermon or preaching preparation. When it says, so he divided his wealth between them, it's not just wealth. If the lexicon is correct, and I think it is, it's livelihood. He has divided his livelihood, his ability to generate income between them. He's done the thing. He's given his livelihood away. So just insightful, just from that one click into the fact book on that word wealth. You get Septuagint references, so you can go through those and click on those. I think the Septuagint word, like the ring in the lemma ring in the word study guide, is better than this section, but you do get different Septuagint references where this verse is used. You get corpus references of apostolic fathers, and depending on what you have, what's the connected in the article is going to show up here. You have some commentary articles. Some of them will be linked, some of them won't, depending on what is in Logos and perhaps what you own, some journal articles. But then down here, we have the biblical senses, and you can keep going in these books to read about those words. But then down here, one section that is pretty cool is the fact book tags. So words within your library that are tagged with this fact book. So because it has an entry, basically it's saying, hey, here's all the different connections to this fact book entry for this word for wealth in the Greek. And so it's going to be a lot of lexicons and dictionaries and encyclopedias, but you're able, the more you get to know your library, you're able to discover kind of new truths. And like this one, synonyms of the New Testament. When I click on this, we're going to get these idea of synonyms between these two Greek words, and they're going to really, I think, open up God's word for you. So yeah, you've got all these books in the fact book tags, and then of course at the bottom of the fact book you can always have different options to do further study. But I love this. Right click on the word. Instead of a Bible word study guide, you go to the fact book. You're going to get a fact book entry on the guide, whether it's English or Hebrew, and I guarantee if you do this and you're able to figure out which words you need to study, it's going to open up the text for you to just give a different perspective. So like I love that here in Luke 15, wealth means livelihood, puts a different perspective on how dramatic the passage is. So hope this helps as you study God's word. Until next time.